it's feeling it Friday, and it's 27 degrees outside. Feels like 17. Fuck the cold. Or, for anyone in my community who speaks Spanish, pinche frio. Because I was saying that to a couple of them at work yesterday, and they definitely agreed with me. When it's windy, it makes it suck double. It's like, give us some fucking snow if you're gonna be this damn cold. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. So, a little bit of a mental health thing. A post on Facebook was posted about, let's say, shit. I can't, why is it on the computer? I can't look at it. Oh, what personality trait do a lot of people think makes them cool, but it really just makes them rude? I'm just so used to doing things on mobile. So, y'all remember my daily caring about the guy on WoW who spawned in on top of me with this chick when I was doing the anniversary thing, listening to Laura Walker Cho's story, and then tried to tell me to move and was being rude about it. So I kind of used that situation as an example. Being a tough guy / rude to strangers in front of their woman. Abusive to strangers means he's going to be abusive to her too eventually, if not already. And ironically enough, I got a couple guys who agreed with me on that. But I'm not, the first guy said, I'm not disagreeing you, but I would like to state this isn't gender exclusive. I was like, okay, well then I just had experience with a dude. I'm not saying I never even said it was gender exclusive. And he said, had an ex treat everyone like garbage in order to keep them from wanting to associate with me. Both genders do it to keep their partners separated from others. So, yes, it is indeed a form of abuse. Yeah, it's controlling, it's possessive. In fact, I had a friend at work who was pretty much man crazy. And any guy she found somewhat attractive or whatever, she would try to hook up with. Like, she was very go-get, desperate. And one of the guys we had working in produce, who is in a wheelchair, but he's like he still works and he still gets around decently. She and him started dating. In fact, they got matching tattoos. Well, I think he had already had the tattoo, and then she got one to match his. And then after all this, and it got serious, he started getting overly possessive of her and controlling. Not only that, I'm pretty sure he's much older than her, too. Like, she's like 20-something. And I think he's even older than me. And I'm only 42. I'll be 43 next year. But then she literally had to block him she had to leave him, like, because he became overly possessive. And, like, even one of my other friends at work who had been with the guy for, like, God knows how long, he would always be paranoid, but yeah, he was cheating on her. So, the possessive thing is ridiculous. Guys, nobody needs to be that way. Like, stop being paranoid. If somebody chose you, they chose you. Like, you gotta trust when they say that the other person's a friend. Like, God forbid you have friends that are, the opposite sex. Like, whatever. And so, this other guy responds, to my comment. Absolutely cannot stand this either. I remember seeing a guy treat his woman like a dog, maybe perhaps worse than a dog. He would whistle at her to make her come, and if she wandered too far, then he would command her. I wanted to ask if she was okay, but there wasn't an opportunity without him overhearing. This was in public, too. Like, dude, can't you wait to mistreat someone that you have to do it in the middle of the store? So, yeah. Guys that want a dumb woman so they can control them, you don't deserve a woman at all. It just is what it is. And women, and yes, there are women that take advantage of dumb guys and do the same thing. Now, I think there's more dumb women than dumb guys, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Because one guy I stopped being friends with, he wasn't very bright upstairs either. And every woman, he almost got married to one. Every woman that he ended up with wanted to control him. Like, realized that he's not that smart. And so they would slowly manipulate him into controlling him. But yet, for some reason, he just desperately keeps trying. I don't know. And he was the one that threw me under the bus years ago when I had to help him stock in an aisle. And I had all my trash cleaned up and he had his all over the floor. And then he tried to tell the manager that that was my boxes all over the floor. But it wasn't. It was his. He tried to lie. And the manager knew that I worked neat and clean. And that I always kept my stuff off the floor. Because, it's a fucking tripping hazard. That's just common sense. So, that's one of those reasons that I stopped associating with him. And he also would, try to mooch. So it's I think a couple of times because he kept forgetting his stupid passwords to his Facebook and having to make new accounts, and he kept sending me friend requests, and I kept just ignoring them because it was just like, dude, you threw me under the bus once. You never fucking apologized for that, first of all. So you're no longer, I don't want to associate with you anymore, basically. When you hurt me or lie about me to manager or whoever, and I find out about it, because the manager knew he was lying. And I said, don't ask, because I told that manager, I'm like, don't ask me to ever help him again. And he's like, oh, trust me, I won't. I know he was lying. Plain and simple. But it's just yeah, if you do shit like that to me and I find out, you are no longer ever gonna be a friend of mine on any social media platform, anything. I want nothing to do with you. And there have been times when I've seen him send me a friend request and I've gone to his profile, because I always go to check, I knew it was him, but it's oh, he forgot his stupid password again, what an idiot. It's dude, don't you write this fucking shit down? Come on, man. You should have a notebook with all your passwords in it, because doesn't everybody do that? Everybody nerd in that way. And then when I saw unemployed, when he sent that, I'm like, oh, he's gonna try to get me to get him into Walmart. Oh, hell no, that ain't happening. I don't want his accident-prone ass at this store. Because that was when I was here at this new store. This was around the beginning of when I started working. I'm like, there ain't no way I'm letting him come to work at this Walmart. Because he fucking hurt himself in the baler, not paying attention. He shouldn't even be allowed to use a freaking baler because he can't do it without hurting himself. He should not be allowed to touch equipment of any kind like that. So yeah, it was just when women found out how dumb he was, they became possessive of him, and had to end relationships because he didn't want that. And it's like, well, I mean, I guess you're smart enough to figure out that they're doing that. So he's not completely stupid, but at the same time, don't lie. Don't throw somebody under the bus. They will find out. Karma has a way, if you want to call it that. In my opinion, God has a way of telling us, of letting us know, you done screwed up, buddy. You ain't getting another chance at it. I ain't trusting you no more. Not unless you turn your whole frickin' life around, but we can only pray for that to happen, right? So, yeah, the whole possessive thing is, like, really stupid. Really stupid. Like I said, whether you're a guy, whether you're a gal, and you do that, you don't deserve a partner at all if you're gonna treat them that way. You really just don't. But, good news for today. It's pajama day. So I was like, you know what? I'm wearing my comfy set. And I did manage to get another color this year. Maybe every year I'll grab a different color of these velour sets. So this year I got a red one, so one of these vlogs, you will see me in that one. Maybe the week of Christmas. You'll see me in the red set. In fact, the red set I can use for Valentine's Day too, so it kind of works. I do kind of like the black one too, and it's funny because the green one this year is different. It's more of a green, because this is more of like a dark teal. And then I think there's also a pink one. A pink one would be cool too. Like, eventually I would love to get them all, but the way money is, one at a time. To have the entire set would be incredible. I do really like the green one for this year, though. I love green. Green, most shades of green, I can say is in my favorite color range. And no, it's not just a Loki thing either, if y'all were wondering. I've always liked green because green popping out on trees in the spring and summer, green grass. Hostas are literally one of my favorite plants for outside. Well, it is actually a flower because it has a lily flower on it. Most people just get them for the leaves because that's what you see the longest. And they're literally one of the first ones to poke up out of the soil. So it's like, yeah, I've always loved green. Loki just kind of helped that a little bit with that amazing effects of neon green threads. Ugh, I love neon. Neon green has always been my favorite of the neon colors. I don't know why, but it just is. It's just beautiful. And then when Jacksepticeye at one point dyed his hair neon green, that was freaking awesome as shit. Now, I know dyeing your hair, all those funky colors like he and Markiplier, and I know Markiplier did it a lot more, I'm pretty sure. It's definitely not good for your hair, and even though it looks cool, those chemicals in your hair is not good. But one thing I did get yesterday, because I realized in planning out my vlogs for next year and making them better, I realized I've been just kind of doodling them in like one of those little tiny notebooks that actually fit in my purse. Obviously, this won't, but I did get myself the cheapest, decent sized planner that Walmart has. And now it has Is that stickers? There's actually stickers in the front of this. Bills and shit. It says literally meeting, travel, date night, important, bills, payday, grocery, shopping, vacation, appointment, anniversary, and birthday. I'm not using those. Well, I mean, yeah, maybe. Doodles? There's even pages for doodles in this thing. Bruh. There's several pages of doodles. Oh, look, and it even has the rest of this year. October, November, and December. So it has the end of this year, basically. But yeah, it has to-dos, birthdays, special days, priorities, personal goals, work goals, I'm grateful for, I'm excited about, and then it has the calendar. And then week of December 30th through January 5th. And it has stuff to write. So this will be perfect for planning out my vlogs. Now, as far as talking about whatever, I can't plan that out because I don't know what's going to happen. I can plan the ending because the ending of my vlogs next year will be like an introduction to another video. So y'all need to definitely get on the bandwagon and start watching vlogs for next year. Because they will be the introduction to something else. Most of them, I think. I'm trying to incorporate it into every day, but one of them is not. I think it's like Throwback Thursday is the only one that's not going to be. Unless I decide to make... I don't know, we'll figure... It's still working on it, but pretty much everything else, I think, is going to lead up to another video. Kind of like... I'm not saying I'm trying to copy, but it's kind of like how Good Mythical Morning, at the very end, they spin the wheel, and then say, stay tuned to Good Mythical More to see where the wheel's going to land. So it's kind of similar to that, but I'm not using a wheel every day. I will use it one day, and you will see when that is, when next year comes. So hope you all are looking forward to next year's fun and excitement, and hopefully Twitch VODs that I decide to do, because I have new series. No, one of those things, I don't know if I said this in the previous VOD, or vlog, but y'all know how Discord, when you make your own Discord server, it literally has your category and then your channels under that. I wish YouTube would do the same thing. So it's like, if I could make the category World of Warcraft, and then the channels under it, or the playlists under it, would be retail, so however many I want to do. Retail streams from Twitch, classic streams from Twitch, and then anything specific I decide to do, like farming transmogs, because that's a series I want to start next year. I want to start the whole farming transmogs thing. Which sounds weird, but like, I want to show y'all how to farm transmogs to make gold. And every server's obviously going to be different on, you know. But just my little self-discovered methods of doing that for World of Warcraft. I just I wish YouTube had it that way. And like for their actual video categories, they need to add art and food, because most of Good Mythical Morning are food. Not all of them, but most of them are food related. And art and creativity kind of need its own. It should not have to be under people and blogs, because it's really not. It's a different form of creativity, and technically so is food. Food is definitely. I mean, if you really want to get fancy, like Gordon Ramsay or whatever, but like, food can still be art. Like some of the cakes I've seen, ugh, they're so pretty. I don't even want to eat them. This is like you don't want to ruin the beauty of it. It's like really all you can do is just take a picture and then enjoy it. But even still, that's a difficult thing. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Stay safe, stay warm.